Welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. The Master Collection version. Face goes bye-bye now. I'm starting here again. For reasons of Easter eggs. When are you gonna start? Moving the D-pad around does this. Moving the right stick creates a wind. R1 makes the Snake Eater theme. Makes whispers of Snake Eater occur. And that's the Easter eggs I found. Also, I redone the whole last video. Let's go with a couple seconds faster. File 3. File 2, I've got to, I think, right before I lost my PS2 save data. Actually, let's go to file 4. So I can say something without it costing too much time. Yeah, you may see something different. I changed a major choice I made. Instead of choosing, I haven't played the Metal Gear. If you say Metal Gear Solid 3 was your favorite, you get green, brown, Soviet Union, UK, French, Germany, Italy, Spain, Sweden, Japan, and USA face paint. And on the uniform part, you get Desert Tiger, DPM, Flectorn, and Oscom. And my grandparents are handing out candy. So they'll probably be acting crazy whenever they come in. Especially my grandfather because he's on blood thinners. I'm recording! Let's equip everything we want to be directly needing, yeah? Better to have a less convoluted inventory. I personally don't exactly remember everything I've done, but I know one thing at least. You definitely want to get these. Did I miss you? I'm probably gonna be going off some guide for the keratins. I think in theory you could get here during the virtuous mission. Why do I say that? Well, why am I drinking when I know this gun's bullets are gonna become you in not too long? Hear that? That's a reason why you shouldn't care too much for this gun. That's gonna be something you're gonna want to do because it gets you a magazine. But more importantly,
Snake, unlike the virtuous mission, this is a night operation. You'll be encountering nocturnal animals that you didn't encounter your last mission. Some of them are venomous, like the king cobra, so be careful. If you get bitten by a venomous animal, the poison will spread through your body and rapidly drain your life gauge. If that's the case, go into the cure screen and survival viewer immediately and inject yourself with serum. Got it? Snake, unlike the
already said
I
that.
see you caught yourself a green tree python. The green tree python isn't venomous, so no need to worry. It's fairly docile too, so I don't think it's likely to attack you. The green tree python originally comes from Australia and New Zealand. It's a really pretty green color and it lives. Oh my god.
What's wrong?
Snake, what did I just say?
They come from Australia and New Zealand.
No, after that.
They're a really pretty green color.
I thought so. What was I thinking? Seeing a snake and calling it pretty?
What's wrong with that?
Everything! When a normal woman sees a snake, she's supposed to scream or get sick or something like that.
And you think you're normal?
What was that?
Nothing.
Oh, it's all your fault.
Jeez, I'm sorry. But enough of that.
What do you mean enough of that? This is serious.
No, I just wanted you to tell me how it tastes.
How should I know?
Ugh.
It was awfully pretty, though.
That was one of the more funny codec calls.
Snake,
In case you wonder how it actually tastes, Nice! We get a movie of snake eating. Starting to now, whenever snake eats something, there's a chance you'll get a movie. Same with curing. Cutscene.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss,
That arm still hurt?
Mm.
what are you doing here?
Go home. Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America. That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry. The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long. If we meet again, I'll kill you. Now, go home.
This is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
I'm going to do something now that you could find out by interrogating. Can you not do that, phone? 147.08. I need to point 08. This is one of the healing radio frequencies. Listening to these frequencies heals your health. Now 140.52. Phone, will you stop going to sleep? One 42.94. Of note, these frequencies that I'm inputting only work for very easy and easy difficulty. They're different for normal, hard, extreme, and maybe European extreme. One 44.06. I need the point zero numbers. Now 147.59. I'm doing them in order because that's how the website I'm copying them off of has them. 140.01. One 41.24. Of a note, if I haven't got the achievement already, which I have, this next one would give me an achievement. 149.53. If I haven't got the achievement yet, you would see. Not to those. Not those. The first one gets you Serenity now. All of them gets you Tune in Tokyo. Seems like not too many people have played the game yet. To the first boss.
What's this? HQ? HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Of a note, I'm not gonna be unlethal this run. The next one, sure, kind of need to. Because to get every camo, unless I'm very darn lucky, I'd need to be entirely non-lethal. Which I personally don't see that in the cards for me in my first run. True, I have my easy gun, but it's made easier by an item I'm aiming for this run.
Speak.
under the bridge.
You're just that person. But we're not that red. Wait, we couldn't have because in the virtuous mission, we were coming in from a lower point. One thing I heavily, heavily recommend you do is come here, get that, run from that gator, retrain it, if you're looking for keratins, here's one. And head back through here to where the virtuous mission started. Why would you do that, you're asking? Well, I have a reason. And it may be related to that noise you heard? Can I... Yeah.
That's tasty.
You get stun grenades for free practically. And a bonus mushroom. Type that you'll be looking for a decent amount later if you don't get it now. This area is very beneficial.
I see you've caught a European rabbit. The European rabbit is said to have come from the Mediterranean region originally, but nowadays they're found all over the world. They've been used since ancient times as a source of food, so it might be worth catching them. Rabbits are known to eat their own excrement.
They eat their own.
That's right. It's called cecal feces. When the rabbit eats fiber, the fiber is fermented in the rabbit's appendix, or cecum, and turned into a nutritious substance full of vitamins. The rabbit excretes this substance and then eats it again to absorb the nutrients.
That's a neat trick. I think I'll give it a try.
Snake, rabbits and humans don't work the...
I'm just kidding. You really thought I was going to eat it?
A little, yeah.
Even I wouldn't do that.
I guess not.
But how did those seagull feces taste?
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
That's funny, isn't it? That Snake was considering eating those.
I see you caught a markhor. The markhor is a kind of wild goat that lives in mountainous areas. It's quite large, so I don't think you'll be able to capture one alive, even with the tranquilizer gun.
All right.
Speaking of which, do you know the origin of the name markhor?
No.
It means snake eater in Persian.
Snake eater?
Lost your appetite?
Not at all. So, how does it taste?
It's supposed to be pretty good.
All right.
I'm gonna hold off on eating this rabbit.
Hey, this works.
I see you found some Russian oyster mushrooms. The Russian oyster mushroom is an edible variety that belongs to the shimeji family. It's known to be particularly rich in vitamin B1 and niacin. Apparently, it's usually found growing on tree stumps and hollow logs, so look there if you want to eat some.
You're not gonna find any of these food items I got for a while. European rabbits, you're gonna want to hold off on eating if you get one in your prank darts. Apple, I'm recording. And depending on how soon you plan on facing the second boss of the game, I would recommend getting mini beehives because you might be able to use it. Some fruit. I much more prefer
Speak.
At night, poisonous animals will.
Speak.
In the south, the bottomless swamp.
Speak.
If our radio man is taken out, contact will be.
You can press the left stick or whatever its equivalent is to be able to put away and equip your gun.
Answer me.
When you walk on moist soil, your footprints.
Speak.
After you take us out, leaving us alone will.
Speak.
If our chest radios are broken, our contact will.
Be ended.
Speak. Bastard.
Sorry if that was loud. I rubbed my nose. I think some frogs are only seeable in the virtuous mission.
Speak.
Under the rope bridge. Flatten yourself against the cliff wall. Proceed.
Speak. Let me go.
What? Cutting. The visitor was one of my high school teachers, Mr. Ben. My teachers and I have always had a close connection back in school. Now time to pick him up and put him back down. You can cut these ropes. I'm not doing that because it's unstable as it is already. You know what? Where is it? I've never taken damage from these. Will it injure me or not? I don't know. I know it will hurt, Snake. Don't seem like these deal damage. Can answer you. Now's a good time to show off. The healing radio. It recovers your health more free, more fast than normal. Whoa there. We get raindrop camo by going there. I do have a plan on how I'm gonna be doing most of the codec conversations when reasonable. Oh yeah, that's right. There is no soldiers here yet. Keratin. I call them keratins because I believe that's what they are. If you lean up against the barrel and press the accent button triangle on PS, you can push it. If you're on fire, roll. Whenever I'm injured, I will be making a call.
Snake, you've got a bad burn. Burns happen when you're engulfed in flames or get caught in an explosion. When you've got a burn, your maximum life will go down depending on its severity. Burns heal naturally over time without you doing anything, but if you go into cure in the survival viewer and treat the burn, you can heal it instantaneously. To treat the burn, lightly spread the ointment over the wound and wrap it in bandages. If you do both of these things, you can heal the burn altogether.
I'm going to attempt to get every injury I can. You just need ointment and a bandage for a burn. Attempting to and succeeding is a different story, however. This is one of the better weapons. Never mind, that's just a cardboard box. Which is good if you play stealth. I was thinking of this. It's gonna be your major gun. For a bit. Mainly, just for a couple moments in the game. Zombie face paint, one of the more funny conversations, but I'm gonna be waiting on it. Those sand thrushes are still accessible. Mine detectors are good, but my question is, why bother when they are practically a case of, well, they only tell you when a mine's nearby. Also, don't forget this. Thermal goggles, very useful for a future boss fight. If you don't pick him up, you're doomed for a future boss fight. Especially if you want everything from him.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me! Trapped.
Get down!
That's not the password!
There is your answer.
But that isn't even the password. You'll never hear someone answer the password.
The name's Eva.
Yeah, snake staring at her chest. I am curious if in
This wasn't
doubt
part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
it'll
What's your
look
code name?
realistic.
It's Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
Due to
What happened
this
to Adam?
one is running
Colonel Horton is
on.
a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were.
Yes,
Why?
because I can do things he can't.
PlayStation 2 graphics.
I heard you used to be a code breaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here, even that's hard to come by. Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American made.
45, huh? Incredible.
Do you like it?
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized.
But not enough for Snake.
Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that came from. You had this with you, didn't you? Better take this too.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then?
Yes. He's being forced to continue his work on the Shagohod.
Where?
At the lab. They've got a whole army of scientists there developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear. First, you'll need to head north through the jungle. You'll come to a heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north, and there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area, and you'll reach a cave. Move through the cave, and you will arrive at a mangrove swamp. After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse, and you'll come out just south of the lab.
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
In close-range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight. Right, let's get going.
Wait a minute.
What now?
You must be tired. Why don't you take a little rest?
I'll be fine.
You'll never make it in your condition. It's a jungle out there. There's still an hour before dawn. It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
I have to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something. Don't worry. I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it?
My orders are to provide you with information, nothing more. You look disappointed. All right then. I'll do something special for you. I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down. What's the matter?
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
I don't know if I can trust anybody.
Gonna get that?
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep. Although, in your condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU. Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally. Depending on how long you sleep, you may also recover naturally from sickness and injury. When you're tired or hurt, the best thing to do is just get some sleep. So do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Not overwriting that. After this cutscene, I'm thinking of calling it.
What's the matter?
We're surrounded. I see 4 of them.
We've got company. It's the Ocelot unit. Let's get out of here. Hurry! Don't forget your gear. Here, give me a hand. We can use this to get to the basement. Damn it! Ocelot! I'll get past them on my bike. I'll call you later.
Okay, I'll keep them busy. Huh?
Don't go dying on me now.
And quick, under the bed. Now ending it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. But most of all, as always, keep it joyful.